Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome to week 4 of our 5-week keto for beginners masterclass, and this is the most challenging, the most vulnerable, as well as the longest video I have made so far. For that reason, I have timestamps for particular spots such as calories on ketos, working out on keto, the recipes and all that. So look in the description below to see exactly the spots for those, because I want to give a maximum value, but I also don't want you to just watch the videos for the sake of, waiting for what you actually came for. Because my goal is not just to have you watch my video, but to actually enjoy it and find what you need in the video. So I hope you'll enjoy this video. It was a work of love for you, and like I said, pretty vulnerable. I'll see you next week. Please don't forget to watch the timestamp that I talk about next week. So let me know. All right, love y'all. Bye. See you soon. Testing 1 2 3. Get excited. Time to cook with Esther. With you all. Hopefully you've asked all your questions. I will answer your questions, and then after I answer the questions, I'm actually going to go over all the loveliness. Let me show you all the loveliness that's over here. You see that? Do you all see this? Do you all see this? OMG. Like, I will go over how I use them, and which one I buy the longest, which one do I buy more often, which one do I save money on, all that, because my goal is to give you maximum value, right? Maximum value. So this is not just a cook with me, it's chock full of value. Okay, as I'm doing this, I'm gonna try and be as polished as possible, but I apologize for any, shall I say, everydayness of this video you're about to watch. Okay, let's get started. Yay, the sun just came out. I was so worried about that. Okay, so step 1, I am gonna boil some water, and then I will cook my steak, and while the steak is cooking, I will answer some of your questions. So let's do it. All right, the water is boiling. Now that the water is boiling, let me answer a couple of your questions. Okay, so the first question, right, is somebody asked, oh my gosh, somebody asked, I have a big family, how do I save money? I heard keto is very expensive. It's true, many people say keto is very expensive, and when I first started, that was one of the things that made me quit a couple times, because I was like, why is this so expensive? So what I did was I learned to buy in bulk and to batch cook. So what I mean by buy in bulk is I go, for example, to Walmart and I buy 3 bags of almond flour, and then I budget how I'm going to use it, and then when I want to try a new recipe, I make sure that I make just a small amount first and then make a big amount, like maybe for just me for 1 meal, and then for just me for 3 meals. And then if I want to introduce it to my husband, or I'm going to make it a base that I'm going to use for my husband and my meal, then I make a bigger amount. All right, what do you think of the keto brownie?
Great.
It's good?
Is it correct?
Yeah. That's a good husband.
My.
Your turn.
What do you think about pop-up?
I don't want. No.
What is this for?
Try the keto brownie.
That's
Do
not
it.
Oh my goodness.
Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not
No,
right.
just be honest with your answer. You don't have to say what you think I want to hear. Just say what you think of the brownie. Just try it. You're so odd.
It's okay.
Yeah?
Not too thick.
Huh?
Dry.
It's dry.
A feel of a taste of a peanut is in there.
Yeah, there's peanut butter in it.
Okay.
Your turn, sis. Oh, okay, yeah, you can show that one.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
It's like a little cake.
Yes, low cake, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. So, buy in bulk, it's a lot cheaper, and then make in batch so that you don't, get upset about how much money you spent on it. My water is boiled, so let's move on to cooking the steak. Okay, so I have here my grass-fed beef, and I'm gonna cook it. And initially, last week, somebody was like, that's so fancy, and that's very American. Like I said, I don't know if you saw my video from yesterday. Not all my viewers are in the US. I have viewers from all over, like both in Europe and Africa. So I'm actually gonna use something that I absolutely love, which is palm oil. I'm gonna cut this up. So remember, your homework was to get, your homework was to get one form of protein. So for me, it's the steak, and then one form of carb, and for me, it is PastaZero Shirataki. Shirataki is a plant, and I will tell you more about that. You can read about it in the description. I did my research. Maybe you don't like shirataki. Maybe you tried it before and you're like, this is disgusting. I don't know why anybody would like this. I'm gonna teach you how to eat it right. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut this now. Cut it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces, right? Let's see. The biggest one is this one. I'm gonna cut it into. So I'm just gonna cut that. So I have 2 bags of shirataki, and for me, when I first started keto, I needed like a full bag. But now, my body will be like, what are we eating? Why is it so much food? So for me, this is actually 4 servings. So this is, so I eat only about 4 ounces of it. The old thing is 8 ounces. So this is 4 servings. So I'm basically making 4 meals. So I have this all cut up. I'm going to rinse it, and I am going to put it in my pot, and I'll show you what I do. The reason why I boil the water is because it cooks faster for me, and I like that. For 15 minutes. Some onion powder, some cayenne pepper, some Maggi, which you can buy in a lot of countries. It looks like this. My husband got it from Walmart. And then I'm gonna add some beef tallow, and I'll tell you about that. This is beef tallow. And so, see what that says? Pure, can you see? Pure tallow, premium cooking oil. I used to cook with butter a lot, and I used to cook with coconut oil a lot, and I still use both of them. However, I like beef tallow because it's animal fat. And remember what I said last week, some people don't want to use animal fat, so maybe beef tallow is not for you. But if you are a vegetarian, you can use avocado oil. If you are allergic to avocado, which I was when I was younger, you could use coconut oil. So there are other options for you. You don't have to use beef tallow, but like I said, clean keto use a lot of animal fat based things, and this is from grass-fed beef. So yeah, I'm gonna put a spoon of this in my steak. I love, oh wait, I have the smell of it. It reminds me of growing up in Nigeria. I don't know why. So I'm gonna put a spoon of this in it, and then I'll answer the next question. Question says, how do people from different cultures use keto? Can I eat pando? Oh, This is from a family member. Yes. Okay. So there's something in my culture called swallow, like pounded yam. It's like for in the US, it's like mashed potato. Okay. So actually, I will show you what I do to get what I have. I'm about to show you right now to something that's just as lovely but way more healthy than pounded yam and amala or eba or any form of swallow. So you can do this. You can do keto and still have your swallow. All right. So it's two main items. It's cauliflower, ground cauliflower, rice, and XanthanGum. When I first started with keto and I was watching videos, I always wondered like, what's with this XanthanGum? Everybody uses XanthanGum or guam gum. I've never tried guam gum. I've only tried Xanthan. Let me show you one. XanthanGum. And honestly, I've only bought one bag, and I bought it like maybe 4 months ago. I really use it. It's one of those you can save money on. You don't have to worry about buying it over and over again. Well, for me anyway. So basically what I do is I put this in the blender. I blend it up until it's basically smooth like a smoothie, and then I put 1 tablespoon of this, thicken together. I usually mix it for about 45 seconds. It's a good workout. Hey mommy, this is the video I told you that I was gonna make for you because I'm gonna eat it again today. So this is cauliflower rice. I got it from Walmart. This is the XanthanGum I told you about, and this is the hot sauce that goes in it. So I just put this in the microwave 7 minutes. Still hot. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna throw it in the blender, and then I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of this. It depends on how much. You don't have to use this, by the way. I just like it because it tastes better to me. And then you're gonna put 2 teaspoons of this. This is what makes it go from like smoothie to look like, you know. So when I'm done, I'm gonna send you a picture what it looks like. 1 bag of this, 2 teaspoons of this, 1 teaspoon of that, or tablespoon, however much you want. So I already started mixing it, and I just it has the hot sauce, the XanthanGum, which is over there, and the cauliflower that I blended. So I just mix it. I already feel it. It's already feeling really hard and ready to become inyo. Right? It's not quite there yet. I have a timer set right now for 3 minutes, but I've been already mixing it for about 1.5 minutes. So like 5 minutes. It's like, you know, when you're making ogi or, you know, putting yam. Like my hand, like you can already see, like it's not liquid anymore. Do you see? It's already. Do you see that? It's not coming off. So, oop, hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, so like I'm making my husband's rice, but I'm also making my keto fufu. Okay, so as you can see, it's already like, you know, getting really hard. The last time I made this, I was so hungry. I was so hungry that I didn't even try to I didn't try to wait after I did the mixing. But what I would suggest, so it could be like even more like fufu or, you know, eko, is to pull it in saran wrap, you know, cellophane paper, saran wrap, whatever, I don't know what you call it, and then just wait like 10 minutes while you warm up your bokoto and ila. All right, mom, I hope this helps you. The XanthanGum, yeah, I'll show you again. Here it is. And I bought all of them from Walmart. So, oh, I'm done. Okay, bye. So, blend this, pour it in a bowl, 1 tablespoon of this, mix it as well as you can for as long as you can. You start to thicken up, and then you can put it in foil paper or in saran wrap. Put it in the fridge if you want to, or keep it out. Then I use any kind of soda I want to eat with it. Remember what I said about palm oil being very healthy, very keto friendly? Guess what else is keto friendly? okra. So for my friends in a lot of African countries, they're like, oh my goodness, I don't have avocado oil, and oh my goodness, you know, I don't have stuffed olives. It's okay. It's totally okay. There are things around you that's available to you. Just need to do a little bit of research. This is Keto FM. You can apply it to yourself, to your life. Okay. All right. Next question says, how do I avoid the keto flu? Good question. Okay. So one, the keto flu happens when you go way too fast into ketosis. So we already talked about how we're gonna eat into that, so that's good. But even then, after you get into ketosis, you might still experience some kind of keto flu. There is so much to keto flu that we don't fully understand. Remember, there are 4 different kinds of the ketogenic diet, so it affects people differently. So I can't say, hey, you're gonna have diarrhea, or oh my gosh, you're gonna be constipated, because honestly, all the times that I tried keto, each time it was a little bit different. It's just how the human body is. So one thing you can do to avoid keto flu is 1, ease into it. 2, make sure you drink water. Make sure you have like a bottle that you've already decided how much you would take to drink a gallon. I know you're thinking, a gallon of water, that's a lot, but try to drink a gallon of water. The more fluid you have in your body, the more your toxins will be released, and your ketones will not set you into keto flu. So drink a gallon of water a day. I drink 4 of this. The other thing is, the first bottle that you drink, add some water to it. Add some salt to it. Salt also helps with keto flu. So my first bottle, when I first started, I added salt to it, and then my last one that I drink, my 4th one, also I added salt to it. So at the beginning of the day, salt water, then regular, and then salt water. Okay. Next question. Do you take supplements? No, I do not take supplements, but what I do is I drink tea. This is cinnamon sticks, and basically what I do is I grab one and I break it in half. I put one half away, and then the other half I break into pieces and put in a cup, and I put hot water and I cover it up for a full 5 to 10 minutes. Take out the pieces. The goodness of the cinnamon has been released into my water. Add a little bit of lime, and I drink that as tea. That's the one way I drink tea. The second way I drink tea is I use turmeric, like not turmeric powder, turmeric. You can see it anywhere. People are like, it's so hard to find, expensive. No, it's not. Trust me. Do your research. You will find it. I bought it in bulk. And then I put it in the fridge. Make sure you read how to store it if you don't have a fridge. And also I have ginger, also not powder, ginger roots. Okay, so I have my ginger roots and I have my turmeric roots, and then I blend both together. Okay, and then I pour it in like a huge container. I put 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper. Ooh, it's hot. And I stir everything together and I put in the fridge. I make enough for about 4 to 5 days, and then in the morning I drink my cinnamon tea, and then the night I drink my turmeric and ginger tea. That's my supplement. It's natural, and I don't believe in non-natural supplements. You can do what you want to do. However, that's how I supplement my keto. Next question is, do you do intermittent fasting? Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, so intermittent fasting, if you don't know what it is, basically what it means is you eat for a certain window of hours, and then you don't eat for a bigger window of hours. So basically, I eat like I do work, 9 to 5. I eat my first meal at 9 a.m. and I eat my last meal at 5 p.m. Okay, so basically I eat for a total of 8 hours, right? And then I don't eat for a window of 16 hours. Now let me talk to you about intermittent fasting on keto. When you start keto and you go into ketosis, you will experience some discomfort. It's not bad, it's your body adjusting. It's called being in ketosis. Your body's adjusting to receiving what it needs, okay? don't start intermittent fasting until one day you realize, wait a minute, I ate at 2 p.m. yesterday and I wasn't hungry to the rest of the day. Now you can make it a habit. And that's basically what intermittent fasting is. It's a habit of eating for a shorter window and not eating for a longer window. So yes, intermittent fasting is great. I do it right now. But I didn't start it until my body was ready for it. This is Keto FM. There's no rush. Relax. Get into it when you get into it. Okay, let's move on. Do I work out? Yes, I do. Do I go to the gym? No, I don't go to the gym. I don't do gyms. My husband loves the gym. Actually, let me show you his little gym right here in the house. He loves his workout, and you know, he enjoys it. He's saying, I work out too. I just don't go to the gym. I don't know if you can see this. To me, I'm pretty proud of what my arm looks like, because he's a lot bigger. But you know, there are still moments when I'm just like, why is it so like and you know, like my back, you know, my waist, you know, there are still some parts of me I'm just like, oh my gosh, why? But honestly, I work out because I enjoy it. I work out because I know it's good for my body. I work out because I want to be here as long as possible for my son at home, and I work out. And what I do is I dance. That's what I do. I dance for 30 minutes every morning, and yeah, that's what I do. Do you count calories? This is a complicated question because it's not so yes and no. Let me tell you why I chose to count calories. I did count calories. I don't count anymore. The reason why I counted calories is because before I started keto, I was obese. Still kinda. And the truth is, steak is done. Oh my gosh, the beef tallow is my favorite part. Let me see if I can show you guys. Can you see this? Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Okay, so like I said, this is my protein. I already have my, whatchamacallit? I already have my beef tallow in it, good form of fat, and then of course the palm oil that I had made earlier with the spices that I told you about. All right, so remember when I said I chose not to use avocado oil? I chose to use palm oil because I think that's more available in most countries. So I'm gonna put some palm oil in this. Now when I first started, this is the point where I would take out my app, the Carb Manager app, and I will put exactly how much palm oil I'm gonna put in it, exactly how many ounces of beef and how many ounces. But I've done this for the last 7 months. I kind of know what I'm doing. Okay, so here's the thing. I am a first-time mom and there's just so much on my plate. So now I'm not saying you should do this, but this is one way that if you have a big family or you're a super busy person and you just don't have time to cut things up and whatnot, what you can do is buy the powder version of things. So I have onion powder, I have garlic powder, I have dry pepper. This is what I'm gonna put. I'm gonna turn on my stove and I'm gonna put all this in the palm oil. Okay, palm oil is so keto, you all. It's super keto. I was so excited when I saw it and I was just like, oh my gosh. I would definitely include the health benefits of palm oil. So maybe you don't use it, but you might realize that you actually want to use it. By the way, can you tell me below in the comments which one you prefer? People who just cook and show you, or people who talk while they cook? I'm a talker, obviously. But yeah, okay. Like I said, I've done this for a few months and I've been cooking for many years, actually even before I started doing keto. So some items I just don't measure, which is why Keto FM is perfect. It's what works for you. If you don't like spice, you don't have to put it in. You know, it's on you. My carb is the Shirataki. So basically, Shirataki comes in a bag, and it is, I can't find my scissors. It comes in this liquid. There's liquid in there, so I'm gonna show you. Do you see that? So you gotta drain it out. Do not eat it with the liquid. You're gonna be so grossed out. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you take it out. Like I said, I'm making 4 meals today. It makes life. Oh, darn it, Esther. I put the palm oil on fire, and oh no, it smells so bad. Alright, let's drain it. Okay, here's the shirataki. I'm gonna rinse it. You rinse it for 4 minutes in lukewarm water. So basically, you take it and you break it. It's a lot easier to eat when you break it. I'm gonna grab my drainer. Sorry about the fan. I will turn it off as soon as the pump oil stop, smoking up the house. Alright, I'm gonna drain this for about 4 minutes. So I'm gonna leave it in here. Just let it rinse out for 4 minutes. I have a lot on my mind, and for that reason, I set a timer for everything. You don't have to set a timer if you don't want to, but I do. So I'm going to set a timer right now for 4 minutes. Alright, so while my timer is going, my shirataki is getting rinsed for 4 minutes, I'll answer the question. Oh my gosh. Yup, that's a real point. So somebody tried the Carb manager last week, and they said my grams are really high. So basically the app, when I tried it, I realized that I was eating so much grams of my allotted grams for the day, and I was wondering, should I be eating this much grams and calories? And what I had to do, remember what I just said? The truth is, I was obese when I started keto, and for that reason, I already had stored fats, right? And I wanted to get rid of those fats, and for that reason, I needed to eat below the calories that people normally eat, which is 2,000 calories, and I actually went below this 1,700 calories that the app told me. I needed to be calorie deficient to be able to lose the stored fat already. Now, if I was at my weight that I want to be, like when I hit my weight goal, I will keep and maintain the calories that I take in. So if I started keto to maintain weight, that would have been okay to not worry about calories. Yes, there are people who do keto and don't worry about calories and they lose weight naturally. I just realized for me, it wasn't happening until I became keto deficient for what the app told me to do. That's when I started losing weight, when I was like, you know what, I don't need that many calories. So to answer the question of the person who said the number of grams, do I have to eat a number of grams? It seems like a lot. No, you don't have to eat a number of grams. You have to eat the percentage that the app tells you. 43 more seconds. You have to eat the number of, you have to eat the percentage that the app told you. So if you can eat for your day, for mine, 17% of my meal being protein, it's okay if it's only 124 calories, or if it's only like a number of grams of protein. I don't worry too much about that. The percentage is a key part of any form of keto that you do. All right, I'm gonna show you how I cook my shirataki. All right, so it's been ready for 4 minutes now. It's lukewarm. So like I said, you know, this one is a little bit longer, so I'm just gonna cut it. It's so much easier to eat it if it's pre-cut. What some people would tell you to do is toss this on a frying pan and just turn on the stove and cook it until it stops sizzling, right? So it dries out. I kind of do that, but that's not the only step I do. So let me show you what I do. Oh, we have another cultural question. So my friend says, I don't want to give up tortilla, but I really want to try keto. What do I do? Okay, good question. Now, here is a good thing about Keto FM. It's you that decides how you're going to do it. You know, watch the video talking about that. There are so many videos about how to make keto friendly versions of many kinds of food. And the good news is keto has become so popular now that there are companies out there that make keto friendly things. Now they can be pretty expensive, I get that. So do your research, see what works for your budget. And maybe you don't live in the US and you're like, how do I do this? Trust me, do your research. You know, there are videos on how to make keto friendly tortillas. I've made keto friendly tortillas in the past because I love tortillas and I'm not giving that up. I've made keto friendly muffins. You know, I make keto friendly ice cream. I made a smash cake for my son that was healthy. It's not keto because, you know, he doesn't need all that fat, but definitely a healthier version of smash cakes because I was not about to give my son all that sugar. So yeah. All right, so I just want quickly to stir it up a little bit. There's 2 more minutes left on that. Okay, so that was the last question. Oh my goodness, I was hoping there were way more questions, so I can answer everything that you want. So now we're gonna talk about my spread. Here we go. I'm gonna start with what I do to make keto really easy for me, what you really need to have in your house all the time to help you move from the SAD diet to Keto FM. And that first one is replacement items. So coconut flour, almond flour, those are great for cakes, cookies, brownies, bread. I make my own bread, and they save you so much money. All right, so my shirataki is done. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour it in my mixing bowl and I'm gonna pour the juice of my steak in it. This is what it looks like, and I'm gonna cover it up and I'm just gonna let it cook together. So I'm just gonna take a plate just like that. All right, so from this point I am just going to record how the recipe ends, because, well, I lost a 30-minute footage that covered a whole lot more than the recipe, but I found that personally it's important that I finish at least that recipe part so you can replicate it in the future. So basically what you do after soaking the shirataki in the steak broth is you put, oh, by the way, that's for about 5 to 10 minutes, you decide. what you do next is you put a third cup of heavy cream on fire, low to medium heat, and then you put hot sauce, which is that one item that I forgot to add to show in the video. And after it's cooked for about a minute, keep your eyes on it, it burns really quickly, you turn it off. Or if you choose, like I did, to wait until that was done soaking, then after a minute you pour the steak and the broth and the shirataki and the palm oil mix all together in the hot heavy cream. I also did this because I know it gave me a little bit extra fat and protein. I added 1 ounce of cream cheese and it just made it so delicious. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So when you see the picture of my final product, that is the step just before the heavy cream was added to it. That is pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Now you're going to see the results and other things. I love you all so much. Y'all have a wonderful day. Watch to the end. You will be so excited.
Never did change up, but they wanna change us. Been a foodie since day one. Why they wanna change us, eh? Why they wanna change us, eh? Yeah, yeah. Unruly, unruly, unruly. Watch me do me, do